How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the Titan Chains V-Bar style tire chains on our 2022 Nissan Armada. Our V-Bar links on our twisted chain links are going to help you when you encounter mud, ice, and deep snow. As far as your clearance behind your tire, you have plenty of space. You definitely want to check your manufacturer's manual as far as your tire size and what is compatible. But with this chain on the Armada, it fits pretty well. Your links are going to go all the way around, and they are steel alloy that's hardened, so it's going to hold up against the pressures of being underneath your vehicle, as well as being corrosion resistant. As far as your connection here, everything is zinc. With this, that's going to also hold up against corrosion. And you can always add a rubber tensioner to pick up the slack on your chain. The packaging that your chain comes in is this cloth bag with a plastic bag inside of it. And overall, you know, it'll be okay as far as transporting it or just keeping it in your vehicle, but it's recommended to put together a weather readiness kit in your trunk that has gloves, a pad because you have to get completely on the ground, and you know, everything that you would need in a rubber tote, because that way everything's going to be wet when it comes off. So now that we took a look at the chain itself, let me show you how to put it on your wheel. We're going to start our installation by laying our chain out on the ground here. It's always a good idea to get familiar with the installation of your chain before you have to put it on in the real world. You know, you don't want to learn a new skill while it's icy and snowy and wet all on the ground. So you'll have a good idea to be able to get it on rapidly, especially since you have to lay on the ground to install it. So once we have everything straight, making sure we don't have any of our links twisted up, we'll find our middle point here. And we're just going to drape it over the entire wheel. A little trick I found since I put on a lot of tire chains, I actually go a little bit further to give myself more room with the chain in the rear to make my connection. So I'm going to climb down here. We're going to grab our link and hook it into the hook on the other side of our chain. And it's just that easy. Now we're going to pull our chains back over towards the front to make our connection with the link on the front of our tire. We're going to slide our connector here through our link and hook it through this single link on the front. And as you see, we still have some slack on our chain. So that's when you would use a rubber tensioner to fill in that slack. It'll pull the chain around the wheel to keep everything on line with the tread, and it'll also keep the chain from possibly damaging your rim. And you're going to hook it on with the hooks facing outward in the same sequence that you would change your lug nuts. Now that we have our tensioner on, we're going to do the same thing on the passenger side. Roll forward a little bit, make any adjustments on the chain to make sure everything's aligned as needed, and move on down the road. And this has been a look at the Titan Chains V-Bar style chains on our 2022 Nissan Armada. You have a great day.